We're halfway up the mist trail, and there's no mist yet, so we'll see.
I'm standing in it.
We are standing in Mirror Lake right now. It's episode 9 of our 5,000-mile road trip, and we're at California's most popular national park. I'm Blake.
I'm Ellie,
and on today's adventure, we're spending a day and a half in Yosemite during the dry season. Is it worth it? Let's find out. Well, good morning from Yosemite Valley. We just woke up. It's not even 6 a.m. and we have never seen this park in the light. We got here last night at like 9:30. We're staying in the Curry Village, which we'll show you about later. And we are headed now to the very, very famous tunnel view for sunrise. We're just getting some views of the valley for the first time in these massive granite walls surrounding us. We'll save the best for tunnel view.
Gotta blanket. You can cuddle on the blanket if you want to.
So what do you think of the tunnel view?
Looks like a painting.
It looks like a painting, yeah.
Yes.
It is very, very busy here. There's probably been already like 50 to 100 people cycling in and out. People just come here just for a minute and then they just run into the park. We're here to see the sun come up.
It's also cool because you get like a really long sunrise since it's rising behind the cliffs. So you can sit here a little bit longer than usually.
It's pretty unbelievable.
It's beautiful. And it took 40 minutes for the sun to actually like break through the mountains. So that was pretty cool to just be able to hang out for a little while.
Yeah.
And let's go get some breakfast.
How was your breakfast?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Blake made a mean hot chocolate. Best way to start your morning.
Welcome to Curry Village where we are staying. I just wanted to show you guys quickly around. Can I show them?
Let's go. Hello. This is our bed. We finally have looks like a full-size bed. They gave us like this sleeping mat thing, some sheets,
And all of our stuff. And that's the tour.
and that's it. But we love it. We're comfortable. It's not heated, but you know what? It wasn't too bad. A lot better than a tent.
Let's get out of here. Let's go do some real exploring. Right out the front door. Hello, granite. When we were checking in last night, the guy let me know that there is about 450, I think, or so cabins back here. So there's actually a ton. But they're all kind of similar to ours. Some of them have heating, some of them don't. And if you're lucky, you can get parking right outside.
So we are on our way to the bike yard. We just paid for our bikes and had to sign like all these consents like always. But we got a half day, which is $30 for 5 hours. Can I fit into a tandem? Blake rides there. I ride here.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that.
Yes.
No, I really don't think so. Sorry, not today. So this is the path that is completely closed off to cars. So we get it to ourselves. Lots of people doing the same thing with the bikes. Rather than hiking like an extra, 4 to 5 miles in a day, there's no reason. Just get a little bike.
All right, so we just parked our back. We just find. Oh, I can't see.
Let me take over.
No, I was gonna say.
So
hey, that's rude.
we just parked our bikes right here. What trail are we heading on?
On the John Muir Trail. We are headed toward Mist Trail, and then we're eventually gonna go towards Bernal Falls. It should be about 2.3 miles loop trail, but we'll probably, go off a little bit longer, so probably a little bit more like 3 miles, I'm guessing.
And already the park is very busy. This is probably one of the most busy trailheads out of all of them. As you can tell from my breathing, it's
actually quite a bit more elevation gain than we had anticipated. We're halfway up the mist trail, and there's no mist yet, so we'll see. So we're already 2 miles in just about, and we've reached about halfway up on this hill where it has all the steps, and Vernal Fall is directly behind us. It is gorgeous. And it is very annoying on the trails to have this many people around you, but I mean, you have to share the space with everybody. Whew, that was a tough one. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean the stairs are tough. Like you can see people like taking breaks in the middle, or just like they take 10 steps and take a break.
Yeah.
Like they're really steep.
We just got them over with. We're like, you know what,
yeah,
let's just go.
You just gotta go, and like it's worth it. It didn't take us long to get up here, maybe like 5 minutes.
It's not long,
if we
but
just keep going.
Yeah, if you just keep going. And truthfully, if there's no one slow in front of you.
But I think it's worth it to just see the valley from up here.
Definitely
and
worth
see
it.
like the waterfall from the top. And we're gonna get some lunch here.
But we didn't realize who was joining us for our lunch.
I'm not gonna feed you. I don't want you to touch me, dude. Get away.
How's that sandwich? I made it.
So good.
I made it specially for you, babe.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Thank you. No, not for you. She made it especially for me, not for you. Not for you. Not for you.
The view from the top of the falls is amazing. We didn't know it, but Vernal Falls is almost never this dry. The mist trail for us was nothing like usual, but that didn't bother us.
Definitely like that you need to come see when you're here.
I would
is
do
awesome.
it at like the very start of your day. Like
Very,
we
very
started at
beginning.
like 10 a.m. and like I think that was way too late.
Yeah.
Because we
And
didn't.
more and more people have gotten on it since we came down.
Yeah, so just start your day here. It's close to the valley, and you know, go on from there.
All right, let's get biking. So we are at the end of the trail for Mirror Lake, and
I'm standing in it.
we are standing in Mirror Lake right now. You can see my watch. It says that we're directly inside the lake right now.
Apparently there is barely any water. Mirror Lake is not even Mirror Pond, it's just pond.
It's not even a pond, it's a puddle. There it is. There's your puddle. And right above us there, this is the legendary Half Dome. Right above us. Pretty incredible views. Too bad we don't get to see two of it with a mirror.
Even it being so dry, we really enjoyed staying in Yosemite. Riding around the valley with bikes was our favorite way to explore the park.
So we just jumped off our bikes another 1.5 miles that we didn't have to walk with the lower Yosemite Falls Trail.
And it looks like there is no water. Where the falls are supposed to be, there's nothing. So we're gonna still take a look around. We'll see how it goes.
Let's go.
Here behind me, you're supposed to be able to see the lower Yosemite Falls, but there's nothing. And we're pretty far into summer, and so usually like the snow that they get here melts and creates all the water that the falls need. But since it's August, it's been really hot in California drought, no water. The whole park is missing water, so it kind of sucks, but still trying to enjoy it. There is a little bit of water actually. If you look really carefully up there, you do see a little bit of water.
What do you think about the trail?
This is ideal for families if you have kids, or if you're just coming here with friends and taking a stroll and you're not trying to do a lot of like heavy hiking. We're looking for something a little bit different, so we're gonna see.
We're looking for adventure. Let's go find some. Alright, so we are on the Glacier Point Trail. Glacier Point Trail, right? It's not really a trail.
This is Glacier Point.
Yeah. And massive parking lot, terrible bathrooms, lots
So
of people.
terrible.
but
There was actually more parking than I was expecting. Like,
look at this view. So I will be the first to admit that I do a lot of things that are borderline safe. You know, it's kind of what makes your heart pump, your adrenaline go, and it's like part of the fun. So that's me standing out here on the rock. That's Ellie, literally on the edge of a massive granite cliff. I won't go down there. Finally coming back up.
Blake doesn't like to do adventurous things. We should change this to on Ellie's adventure.
Glacier Point is one of the best spots in the park to see the famous half dome towering over Yosemite Valley. So we are just starting this Taft Point trail. It should be about a mile and change or so down to the actual point. I'm expecting there to be a ton of people, a ton of photographers, a ton of people lining up to take pictures. It shouldn't be that difficult of a hike. I think it's like 300 or so feet of elevation gain, and it's mostly on the way back up from Taft Point. So we probably have only about half a mile left before we get to Taft Point, and this like beautiful orange light, as you just saw on my face, is filtering through. So hopefully that means very good pictures at the end, right?
It should be.
We'll see, we'll see. We are at Taft's Point right now, and we're basically in line because there's so many people here trying to take photos. But that's what we expected, so we'll see when we take some. So here we are sitting on another ledge for sunset with some wine, yes.
It's so good. And this is like, honestly, has been my favorite thing, maybe out of the whole road trip, is just like coming out here to Taft Point at sunset.
Well, good morning / afternoon. We got a pretty late start today. We did sunrise to sunset in Yosemite yesterday. We have just a little bit of time today to explore a little bit more of the valley. And we chose to start at the Upper Yosemite Falls Trail. We are at the very windy Columbia Rock on the Upper Falls Trail, about a mile or so in. I forgot what my
It's
all
a
trail
mile, but it feels like maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's definitely a strenuous one, and one of my least favorite hikes I've done in a while. It is very dry. It is a lot of switchbacks with no good views and very rocky. And we're not going to actually go to the overlook for the waterfall because there is no waterfall today. While we had been disappointed by Yosemite's drought, the views here were stunning, and we were determined to finish our Yosemite adventure on a high note.
Alright guys, we just finished going to Columbia Rock on the Upper Yosemite Falls. And we're pretty tired because the way up took an hour and it was really strenuous. There was huge elevation. I think that in the springtime, this trail would be really like rewarding at the end with the Yosemite Falls views. But in the summer, it's hot, it's hard.
I want some picnic.
Let's get a picnic on. We just had a picnic here at El Capitan Meadows. And honestly, it was my favorite thing of the whole 1.5 days.
Other than Taft Point?
Yes, this was...
She just loves picnics. I really like this meadow as well. Just really nice to hang out. Definitely feels like you're away from the crowds.
Most people just come here, have a small picnic or have lawn chairs, and they have binoculars and they just watch for the climbers. Yeah. So it's a really cool area, not a lot of people, and you're really gonna step away from all the touristy, all the kids, and like, you know, you get a little bit of time to yourself with amazing views in the back.
On our way to our last stop, we passed a section of forest lost to wildfires, a sad commonality in California.
We made it to Mariposa Grove, and that's how you say it, Mariposa Grove. It's just a giant grove of sequoia trees, and we were planning on like hiking up there, checking it out, making it our last stop, but right now they're only letting authorized vehicles in, so we'd have to hike an extra 4 miles just to see the grove.
So like 6.2 miles total, which is time we don't have today, unfortunately. And luckily we're gonna go somewhere where we get to see some of those trees soon. If you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want, because it really helps us out. And definitely you want to see our next videos, subscribe and hit the bell is the best way of doing so. And we'll see you on our next adventure. Bye-bye.